So sorry for not posting for a few weeks again, stuff just happened, but I wanted to follow up on my last video about my thoughts on Super Mario Odyssey and sort of dive into why I think I'm not the biggest fan of this game. So just a couple days after beating that video, I actually 100%ed Super Mario Odyssey and had a pretty good time doing it. There were some really fun moons, and honestly I was worried I would get to some moons that were just pretty difficult and I wouldn't really be able to complete, maybe like the volleyball challenge or like the jump rope or something, but they didn't really give me too much trouble. The most I spent was probably like 50 minutes doing the jump rope challenge, maybe up to an hour, just trying out different strategies for the jump rope, but I eventually got it and now I can do it pretty consistently. So there were definitely a lot of moons that I thought would be difficult, but I ended up really enjoying the challenge of. But where my problem really lies with Super Mario Odyssey is the very end game. I know basically every video I find on YouTube about this game discussing Endgame is really when you beat the main game and it talks about all the different moons you can find, but there's not a lot about what happens when you actually find every moon and what you do then. So in my situation, I have found every moon in the game and I'm sort of at a loss of what to do. I have tried playing through the game again, but it really just loses its luster after you've played it one time. You sort of know where most, if not all, the moons are, and so you don't really get that feeling of discovery that really drives this game and makes it really memorable. So because my second playthroughs weren't really that fun, and I've actually never completely finished the game on the second time through yet, I've sort of just been looking for things to do on my main account of Super Mario Odyssey, the one that I've 100%ed. Really, I found the only things left to do are trying to get high scores in like jump rope or volleyball, and maybe trying to beat friends' times in the Koopa races. And while admittedly that can be pretty fun, it does get old kind of fast, and I'm left wanting more Super Mario Odyssey content. It's just weird that the only reward you get for getting all the moons isn't a new island or something, it's just a new boss fight in the Moon Kingdom. And the boss fight isn't anything different, it's just the same boss fight but a little bit more difficult. So without even going through the discussion of whether it's worth getting 100% of the moons in terms of the reward, the replay value for getting all the moons is just not. I don't know what else to say, it's just not. There's not really much else to do once you get all the moons. And what really motivated me to make this video talking about this is I was thinking about my favorite Mario games in the past, and I knew my favorite was definitely Mario Galaxy, and I was thinking what Odyssey would have had to do to beat that, because Galaxy is just, I have such a high standard for it in my opinion. But in the end what I realized is that Mario Odyssey isn't even my second favorite 3D Mario game. I was thinking about it and I enjoyed my time with Mario 3D World even more. Whatever it was, Mario 3D World was just a really unique experience. Although a lot of people did like it, it's generally accepted by Mario fans that it's one of the lesser 3D Marios in the series and doesn't really stand out in any particular way. There were just so many fun levels that I really loved to play. And because the focus of the game wasn't necessarily around exploration, it was about reaching the flagpole at the end of each level, I felt like there was stuff to do even if I had collected all the green stars. As I said, there were just so many levels in that game and each one was pretty memorable. You may have seen on my Instagram that I've been playing Super Mario Galaxy 2 as I found my old Wii and was able to hook it up to our new TV. And playing that game really reminded me of the original Super Mario Galaxy and really gave me this nostalgic feeling and wish that there was a Galaxy game on the Switch. The more focused level design of the Galaxy series I really miss, and I hope makes its way onto the Switch in some form. So like I said, Odyssey is a really fun game, but it probably would only be my third favorite Mario game, as 3D World just tops it in my opinion. I don't know, I've seen some people who agree with me and a lot of people who don't. I think even people who really like the game will admit that there's not much to do even after you completely 100% the game, but I don't know. I'm curious to see if you guys have 100% of the game, and if not, if you're even planning to. What I would recommend if you haven't yet 100% of the game is really taking your time with it. I would recommend even if you're really stuck trying to find a moon, just stick it out and try to find it. You really don't want to rush through Odyssey. It's a great experience the first time around, and not so much the second time. I'll probably do a review of this game at some point. I know even as I'm bashing on the game here, there are a lot of fun things about it, and overall I definitely had a positive experience with it. I just wish Nintendo had done more with it. Who knows, maybe if they added a few more worlds and DLC, my opinion on it would change. But that's just wishful thinking. I think even as the game is now, it's definitely an awesome completed project that you can tell Nintendo's put a lot of time into. It just might not be my cup of tea. So yeah, I'm on winter break now. I'm gonna be trying to play more Nintendo games if I can. I finished the Zelda DLC and it was a ton of fun. A little disappointed that the Master Cycle Zero isn't really that fast, but at least we got a motorcycle in a Zelda game. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video, which hopefully won't be in another 3 weeks.